Hello. I'm back, of course, because I found something. All you gotta do is search for some keywords and stuff, and like I found this. Um, Follow the poem and the canyon down and all that. Heavy loads, water high, the blaze, and below that's the wood and the Model A and the Forrest Fenn's totem and stuff. And after I was searching around, I searched around Forrest Fenn's totem for a year, and I came to a realization. Aha! He said that he'd sit there and watch the sign outside the schoolhouse by the door to the schoolhouse. Well, I figured out where the door to the schoolhouse was, and when I went there to look, I find a pair of legs. I thought, oh, that's too far to walk. Oh, that looks like a brave reaching in under the roots of the tree. It's not. It's not a. And then I go, wait a minute. There's some guy riding a bird up there, But the bird is like the head. It's an ibis bird. I don't realize it. Then, like a year later, after that, my son said, "Hey, that might be Thoth. Thoth, the Egyptian god, the Atlantean, and all that." And other treasure hunters are like, "Oh, that doesn't mean anything. Anything? Okay, go to Dale Neitzel's site and read "Gold is the Skin of Gods" by Forrest Fenn. Many of the objects in my collection are significant in a very small depiction of world history. Most are more interesting than they are important. Nevertheless, it is necessary for me to remember that each piece represents who we once were in a time that used to be, and that I will never be anything more than its temporary custodian. And he has a 12. He's got a picture of his relic that he has. I guess he has a 12-inch Thoth, the ibis, the god, the Atlantean. He has an Egyptian statue of Thoth. Why has he got an Egyptian statue? Because Thoth is out here in the field. And when I find this, it's like it just tickles the shit out of me, And I got all these critics that don't know shit about ancient history and how important that is to Forrest. Okay, so the 12-inch gilded wooden figure is Ibis, the sacred bird of Thoth, the god of wisdom. His hair is inlaid blue fence. First class The first glass ever intentionally produced by man. He dates 7th to 6th century BC, and his beak and scepter are of bronze. He's not supposed to be carrying a scepter, but there it is. Sometimes it's the aberration of an object that whets the wits of a collector. So the aberration. So here's Thoth with a scepter, and it's a boom. The other figures don't show him with a scepter, Well, Thoth, I found other figures of Thoth don't show him with wings, and I found him with wings, and the guy riding up on his back, riding his back, which somebody mentioned to me was Vishnu. So Vishnu and Thoth are the same characters, possibly. And they all came from here, went over there, went east, went west. From Atlantis, they went to Asia and Europe and whatever from here. But Forrest Fenn, it brings up Thoth. Forrest Fenn has a scrapbook on Thoth, the one I found. Boom, another confirmation. Confirmations up my butt. I got at least 100 confirmations, and not one of them can be discredited, except by idiots. An idiot will try and discredit my confirmations for sure. But what's that Thoth got to do with Forrest Fenn? You idiots! He knows it's up there. It's and I know Davio did a show. He went live after K-Pro like I did. And I didn't know he was live. He didn't know I was live. But I noticed there were some people that were in both rooms. And nobody told me that he was live. Nobody told him that I was live. Boom, boom, boom. You know? And, but he brought up, the 6 degrees of separation. I messaged him, hey, I've been working on the 6 degrees of separation from the beginning or since like 2015 on this, 2014. I decided I'm gonna use the 6 degrees of separation in finding Forrest Fenn's treasure. You know, and a lot of the stuff, most of the stuff is 2 or 3 degrees of separation. It 3 degrees of separation is within the 6 degrees. So, you know, and how many degrees is it from his place up here, from Santa Fe here? 37, 38's up there. Yeah, it could be 3 or 4 or 5 degrees separation from there to here. But I guess somebody left. They didn't believe what I was saying. So I'm going to show you the Dale Neitzel site. Here. Gold in the Skin of Gods. And there he's got Thoth. And see, by Forrest Fenn. And he goes into his figure of Thoth. And Thoth was the main deity of Egyptian mythology. He's depicted here as a man with the head of an ibis. Thoth maintained the universe and moderated disputes between good and bad to make sure neither gained an advantage. You go on and read this. I'm not a real good reader, but you know, he just goes on about Thoth, and boom, there he is, riding the ibis. There's his legs. Now, the deniers can really just kiss my ass, for sure. I mean, and these other vloggers that ignore me, think I'm nuts, that I'm crazy, I'm imagining this. You're seeing it right there. That's a raw photograph. Guy riding a bird, an ibis, and there's his legs. That's Thoth, the Egyptian god. And if these trees weren't here, you could see what's next to him. That might be interesting. And over here, because there's other figures back in these trees, and I've seen hieroglyphs in some pictures. But this like these legs are straight up. You can climb on this Thoth figure. He's pretty rough. When you get up, see, he's all rocky, but you see right here, and this is a fish. That's the mouth of the fish, and that's a decoy, a treasure decoy. And I've been in this hole here. I've been on top of there. Look, there's people back there. See this guy, these two people? So that's Thoth. And Forrest has a scrapbook on Dale Neitzel's page on it. Right here. There's Forrest Fenn's Thoth. So that's insignificant. Why has Forrest put an article on Dale Neitzel's site about Thoth? You know? Because Bill Gorman's nuts? When was this put up, Dale? No date on it. Dale can probably tell us. There's no date on it. Well, we can go by, 2014. So he even put this up before I even found the Thoth in the wilderness. And I didn't even know this page was here. I may have seen it, but I didn't remember it. You know, like a lot of the other searchers, they you see something and then when you find the other parts of it, then you go, aha. And that's what I have, aha moment, you know? So, yeah, I had my comment down at the bottom. See if it shows up. Boop. Okay, we got to refresh the page. Maybe it'll be there. No, Clark. See, somebody say this is probably as bad as your daughter's not knowing Clark Gable, but I had never heard of Eddie Arnold until today. You never watched Green Acres? Jesus, man, got his greatest hits CD. Added American, and again, the Egyptian artifacts in your collection are still my favorite ones to hear about. Thanks for sharing. It's not just in his collection, it's in the chase. So yeah, what my comment isn't posted yet. So I guess Dale screens everything before, because I posted it 5 minutes ago, and yeah, it's not there yet. I haven't passed the screening process yet. But there's Thoth. And here he is, boom, in my solve. And I also have Anubis and Enki. And, it's just, you can't keep denying what I'm bringing up. You know, they can't, you know. I'm on to big time. And like Forrest, like I mentioned before, you show Forrest a picture of your area and you go, oh, look at this. And he goes, oh, it's right there. And he puts an X on your drawing. But me, I'm actually in the right area. He says, oh, where's that? I have no idea. I've never seen that before in my life. He's saying. He knows exactly where it is. I don't have to. He knows where this is. That's why that's why he has the Thoth statue. Oh man, I found this in Colorado. I got to get me a Thoth statue. Where's the red Ford? I think great. The red Ford's out in my shed. Redford. That's why Robert Redford. The Model T's and Model A's, they were all black. There was one color they came in, black. And for a Ford to be red, it has to be rusted. A rusted Ford is a red Ford. I'll ask 2 jelly beans. Yeah. Redford. Took a 50 cal to the nose. I can't see the nose of my airplane when I'm up there, but I took a 50 cal to the nose because he knows there's a 50 cal on the nose of the Ford. That's a subtle hint. People don't understand subtle. Just don't understand subtle, even if you explain it to them. Subtle is the opposite of direct, basically. A direct clue is at the junction of the Madison River and Earthquake Lake or whatever, you know. That's a direct hint, you know, from Firehole where the water, that's a direct hint. It's a subtle is some of the aspects of that area you'll find in the right spot. eat my jelly beans. Maybe I'll wise up. Only 3 watchers. And later on tonight, I'll do my, it's Mammoth Day. So, but, I woke up this morning, my refrigerator's beeping at me. So I take my heater propane bottle, take it outside and hook it up on to the RV for that. And so I got to go fill my other propane bottle up for heat. But I mean that story, I thought he can't keep denying it. He can't keep. Bill Gorman is the one that's close. That Thoth thing, that just boom, more confirmation, man. I got confirmations that blow all the other vloggers away. All the other searchers. Nobody has shit compared to me. That's the truth. Somebody get Forrest to bring up Bill Gorman. Hopefully, on his 50th anniversary at winter solstice, the 20th, he'll maybe tell everybody Bill Gorman's the one. I'm the omnipotent guru that found Thoth, Moses, Anubis, Enki, his father lecturing the kid, father and son, the Rockwell boys, the gypsies, all of those things I found. And look, see, I even lost another critic. Somebody, people that don't believe me have a serious case of cranial rectosis. Their head's up their ass. I mean, I show you the pictures of Thoth out there in the wilderness, hidden in plain sight. If you read the Emerald Tablets, I've listened to them several times, and I got the PDF of it so I can read it. But Thoth says that these things remain hidden in plain sight. Only he who has the light within him can see it. And those that don't see it obviously don't have the light within them. Caught my attention. I like beef roast. Yeah, I believe you're onto it. Yeah, I am onto it. Joey Nelson knows I'm onto it. Joey Nelson, you know, because if you're able to, you know, see, like, where'd the book go? Like the 122 with all the pictures in there. This one here. If you're able to see that, and somebody said, "Oh, that's E for East." Well, the Denver Museum is set up facing the east, just like that. The E. If you look down on Google Earth with north up, it's like that. That's the Denver Museum. This is the IMAX theater, and you see one day all these discoveries will be on the big screen at the IMAX theater there, and I even sent a message sent IMAX that said, "Here, look at this. We can make a great show for your theater there off of this stuff." It'd be really cool. Yeah, go up there with some IMAX cameras. If they could carry them up there. They'd probably use ropes and get the camera up the hill. Because some of it, you know, and like my 80-year-old friend told me, yeah, I can get just about anywhere. It just takes longer. So when you think about it, where an 80-year-old man would go, and Forrest, I had to go in there twice. I had to make 2 trips. Like, it wasn't easy because he had to make 2 trips. If it was easy and he made 2 trips, it wouldn't have been, such a big deal. But he had to make 2 trips because it wasn't that easy. And when you're carrying that much weight up a slope, it makes it a lot harder. So you don't want to carry as much weight. And yeah, I think. Well, I hope that these artifacts are the proxy, and I have plenty of them. And Forrest put the book out, what, 2009 or something? 9 clues. 9 years later. It was 9 years before the 50th anniversary of him being shot down. And that's coming up really fast, in 3 days. So I'm going to do a special show. I got to get my butt together and collect a slideshow of the 50th anniversary slot, so and maybe come up with, maybe I'll have a scripted show. All my stuff's unscripted. And that's why people get me distracted. I got to look over there and look underneath my griddle and see if the flame's still on my tea, keeping it warm, because my cup is empty. Well, I'll go over and get some tea. You can follow me. You see my messy kitchen. You don't have enough room in the cupboard, so things like, I hang plastic styrofoam plates in the bag. I just put a hook, and what's in that? That one's got a bag of sugar in it. Because I got a jar for sugar, but that's my refill up there. And there's my sugar. But keep an eye on that wolf. No place for the mink. Shake half the sugar off the spoon. There. Now I'm happy. Got my tea in my Fennatic cup. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no place for the mink, people. The mink can't see Thoth. The mink can't see Anubis. The mink can't see Moses. The omnipotent guru knows where Moses is. Success is an omnipotent guru. I'm successful. You're not. Sorry. Sorry, but, I am the one that found that, I'd be happy to show a news team or something these figures, as long as they don't reveal their exact location, because I'm trying to get so one of the official channels or something to recognize this stuff and get it protected, because it's not protected. Vandals can go up there and destroy it or what, And I'm sure there are some people that don't want the truth of the ancient history of America shown, that would go try and destroy it. And you might notice here I got my planetary. And you set this up. Let's see. This is May. Oh, that's May there. We're in December. Okay. So you'd put this has the time, 24-hour clock going around it. And you line the time up, and this is the month. The months are here, and the days in the month across there. So you line up your time with your date, and that'll show you what your sky is at that time. And I think this is yeah, for 40 degrees north. So that would be like maybe up around Denver, you know. You can get these for your latitude, and it has the instructions on the back. But it's because I got a badass telescope. Yeah, it's weighs 75 pounds. It's this big around. You know, it's a 10-inch mirror on it. So yeah, Thoth is part of the solve. Egyptian stuff. Look at Dale Neitzel's site. Gold is the Skin of the Gods by Forrest Fenn, and he talks all about Thoth and his powers and all that. It's like, Forrest, Thoth is right here. You know I got the right Thoth. You know I got the right Moses. The other searchers are just in denial. Gorman's an idiot. No. Gorman's going to prove they're the idiots. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else, you know. I just say, ha, ha, ha. Joke's on them. Joke's on Mikey. Yeah, yeah, I don't know if, you know, them guys in Vegas, who knows, you know, why are they in Vegas? Because they don't know nobody know what they're doing in the dark rooms. That stays there, right? We're not going to bring that. It's whatever. But, you know, those people always poo-pooed me, you know. And K-Pro wasn't watching my live stream. She was watching Davio, whoever the gypsies had blessed, or who they follow. Oh, the gypsies blessed them? We'll follow them. We're not following Bill Gorman because of the bigotry that was installed by the gypsies and so on, the bigotry to searchers and the hatred for somebody who knows what they're doing. It's jealousy that they don't know shit, and I know the shit. This is one thing, my beard, it goes thick here and thick there, you know. I can make my mustache a big old, you know, shave this down the middle. But it's getting close to cutting this off. So try to make it a little more presentable there for there. Yeah, reading that about Thoth, it just more, my confirmations are astronomical. Yeah, you're not going to find where warm waters halt. You begin it where warm waters halt. You end it where cold water begins. Oh, the beginning and the end. The end is the opposite of the beginning, and so. You start, you're looking for the end of his rainbow. You start at the beginning of his rainbow. That's what I did. I went to the beginning of his rainbow, Rainbow Hot Springs. 4.5 mile walk, 2.5, or too far to walk. From there, you go back down the canyon to the Tari Road, below the home of Brown. And you see the gypsies are put in up there. From there, it's no place for the meek. You're going up the creek. There's heavy loads. I did the video last week. Heavy loads. Water high. It's just below the heavy loads. The name means noble and bright. That's a blaze. That's a wise blaze. Bright is wise. If you're wise, you're bright. It's the same thing. I mean, basically, it's, you know, you're smart. You've been wise. You've been smart. Now, Forrest knows that I found Moses and Thoth and Anubis and Enki and, you know, the Biddy's boy, the Rockwell boy, the Model A cow, the word wood cut out of the forest. Everything is there. Everything from his poem. So, you know, my critics. Damn, I can't do that. I was gonna moon him and tell him to kiss my ass, but you know, basically that's, you know, just visualize that, eh? Critics, yeah, my critics can kiss my ass. I got some good fans, but I got a lot of critics that watch these too, and my viewers are going up, and I had a message on YouTube. It says, on December 13th through 14th, 2018, you may see a noticeable decrease in your subscriber count as we remove spam from your channel. What? What spam? I haven't noticed any. I review the comments and stuff, and I ain't seen no spam. What's my subscriber count now? It was 1,845. And now, oh, it's 1,869. So, yeah, my subscriber count went up. So, I had almost 1,900 subscribers. Yeah, and it shows I'm live right now, right? But, yeah, the Fennatic is no fool, for sure. Ignorance is the root and stem of all evil. So they're ignorant of my solve, and then that's how they, you know, they're the thorn in my side because they're the evil, trying to put me down. I'm the blaze, and they're trying to put the fire out. You know, they can't. And I installed my doorbell yesterday. I gotta show you my doorbell. So I put it like right here on the wall. And you go outside and you pull this. Ring the bell loudly. This doorbell was made when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. It's just a spring loaded. So you pull it, the alarm goes back, and you can pull it again. So, yeah. It's about 48 or so outside. 46 degrees outside. So I'm the leader of the game, and all them people up in Yellowstone are totally lost. Got to finish watching later. Keep it. Yep. All right, Joe. No. I'm not reporting anybody or doing anything. Luke, life is good. Yeah, I've solved it. The pinpoint is you know, if it's out there, if it's not a contest and the treasure is truly there amongst these artifacts I've found, you're talking miles, square miles of area, not some go right to it. Forrest said, even when you figure out the poem, it's not going to take you right to it. You're going to have to look all over for it. So the people that, well, you've been on this for 2 years. Why haven't You have to look all over. You don't know what all over is. And basically, if he's dealing with Thoth, it could be on the moon. Because he's the lord of astronomy and stuff. He's the basis of all Egypt, and the Atlantean built Egypt. And it's, even Forrest says it's 8,000 years old. Oh, I got Thoth up here. My Thoth has mammoths. So my Thoth is at least 11,000 years old, more likely 14 or 20,000 years old, right in the days of Atlantis and stuff. This is Atlantis. And really this stuff goes a lot further than my area. But these figures that he brings up, the Moses, Thoth, I have Anubis up there too, but they're all his father says, my father was trying to find a substitute. Where he says, find. And Troy Barlow, you're probably watching, or will watch. You got you got it on PDF. Can you send me the pages, a list of the page numbers that the word find is on, or look for? Anywhere that says find, what he's trying to find is, well, that's what you want to find. Find a substitute. Find a good-looking rock like Thoth. Or Moses is a good-looking rock. I've got it nailed down. So, my nerves, I take pills for my nerves because it's like I get body weird feelings, and some of it's like just like cripples me. It makes me feel like I can't even get up at certain moments, you know. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And let's see, I'll open that. Let's see where to go. Oh, that was here. I put it here. No. There. And he Thoth. I have there's a file, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, PDF. I got one from one website. They're all the same. Some have different introductions. But he's as above, so below. And Thoth says that there's a spaceship. If you take the point of the pyramid, the apex of the pyramid, and invert that, down there under the pyramid is a spaceship in Cheops. There's a spaceship hidden down there. It's in the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. And those tablets were found in Central America under a pyramid. There's 20-something tablets. And this thing's 40-some pages, 48 pages. Thoth, the Atlantean, master of mysteries, keeper of records, mighty king, magician, living from generation to generation, being about to pass into the halls of Amente, set down for the guidance of those that are to come after. So he left this stuff to guide the people, us, that come later on. These records of the mighty wisdom of great Atlantis. So Thoth is the guy who claimed that he come back as Horus, and he come back as Jesus, he comes back as, you know, all these people. That's Thoth. He's the guy that's, you know, Where does it say it? Living from generation to generation. It's because he talks about he's been reincarnated, and supposedly, if you are the person that's reincarnated Thoth, if you were to set your eyes on the emerald tablets, it would trigger your mind and stuff. It would bring back your old memories of your past lives as Thoth and stuff. And Forrest, oh, what is that?